A UN mission is set to arrive in the disputed region of Nagorno-Karabakh. It will be the world body's first access to the region in around 30 years. Almost all of the ethnic Armenian population have now fled to Armenia following an Azerbaijani military offensive last week. Armenia has asked the European Union for assistance to help it deal with the influx of refugees.
Azerbaijan is taking down the last signs of resistance in Nagorno-Karabakh. The Defense Ministry released this footage showing the demolition of what it says were military outposts set up by ethnic Armenian forces. In another video, officials claim to have found weapons abandoned by the separatist fighters. Azerbaijan reclaimed control of the region following an offensive last week. That sparked an exodus of ethnic Armenians that has nearly emptied Nagorno-Karabakh, or Artsakh as it is known locally. They fear violence and persecution if they stay.
After having seen everything, it pains me to be leaving Artsakh, but I hope I will be able to come back someday. Artsakh is one of the paradises on earth that cannot be traded with land or wealth. The world should never believe that we are leaving Artsakh willingly. We fought to the very end with our blood, with our lives to protect our country. Let nobody ever believe that the people of Artsakh are leaving voluntarily.
In the Azerbaijani capital Baku, authorities insist that ethnic Armenians are not being forced out.
If somebody puts down the guns, and actually what we have observed recently, but if the ones putting down their guns and they're free, and they have decided on a personal choice, individual choice, to go to the Republic of Armenia. But I understand, but therefore I respect their freedom of movement. And therefore, from Azerbaijan's side, we really in no way accept such abuse, such accusations like Azerbaijan is kind of ethnic cleansing or genocide.
Azerbaijan has pledged to respect the rights of ethnic Armenians. But the people fleeing Nagorno-Karabakh simply do not trust those promises.
I've asked Neil Hauer, a Canadian journalist based in Armenia, how the country is coping with the influx of refugees from Nagorno-Karabakh.
I mean, on first glance, Armenia has done an admirable job, I think. That the people were coming in, they were arriving in the city of Goris in the center there, the closest major city to Nagorno-Karabakh, and they were being registered there, given food, water, medicine, etc., and then directed either to their places where they can stay or put on buses, even taking them to cities throughout Armenia. But of course, this is a massive burden for a small developing country like Armenia.
As you well know, a UN mission is due to visit Nagorno-Karabakh. Any word on whether Azerbaijan will actually let them in?
I mean, it does seem like they're leaning towards letting them in, but they've also delayed it this entire time to the point where now there is, as of right now, there is probably just about no one left in Karabakh. I think the last people are being evacuated as we speak. So Azerbaijan did not allow them in when there was huge humanitarian needs a week ago when people were being evacuated, and they still had very limited access to food, water. Azerbaijan didn't allow in the UN or anyone else. And so now it's only after the region has been ethnically cleansed that they're allowing it.
Well, that leads to the next obvious question then, which is how important is this mission if most ethnic Armenians have already left?
I mean, the mission will be, sort of a farce, I think. It'll be a documentation of what's happened there, that there is no one left, that everyone has left under coercion from Azerbaijan after 9 months of blockade and yet another military assault. I think the next question that we have is, can Azerbaijan be stopped from attacking Armenia itself, as they're increasingly indicating that they'd like to do?
That is Neil Hauer. Many, many thanks for your time and perspective there, Neil.